They say council culture. Well, who is in charge of it? Who idea is it? Is it a new amendment? Because that's all it sounds like to me. As if somebody that don't want others' truths to be spoken about. And that I'm in a disagreement with, I must say. But as always, whenever I do decide to go live, we kick it off with a roll call. We kick it off with the comment, like, subscribe, share, notification bell. I only say that because y'all make fun of it. Neek, skeek, we here. They say it's a council culture. Well, who in charge of it? Who's a part of it and why? It's questions we need to ask. I must say. Detroit East Side. Tone Tone got a slapper. Tone Tone E40. And Sada Baby, they got one. Joe, we here. I figured people would be up and woke around this time. You know me, I have all kind of ideas on my mind and speak about everything. So far, DC in the building. So far, we dealing with people saying it's a council culture. You can't speak your mind, you can't tell your truths. So they want it to be a controlled culture. So instead of council, they want to be controlled culture. Vezo and E40 got one. Yeah, 40 and Tone Tone. And New Orleans in here, you heard me. Welcome Jizzle. B Jizzle. Chopper City Finest. Cash Money's on. B Jizzle. AKA Lil Doogie. You heard me. So we keep New Orleans in the building. Yeah, but I want to know about this council culture situation. So basically, like I said, it's just putting a muzzle on the people. Don't speak your mind. Do I breed bullies? Hey, my brother, if you wanted to buy some, I can point you in the right direction. But other than that, it's stigmas that come with everything. And with certain people, they looking for a loophole. Oh, if he breeding dogs, it's illegal. Petter, come get him. So say my brother, if you want one, probably guiding you might be the wrong thing. You gotta be mindful of everything. Because they'll give you a CCE. You gotta be mindful. You gotta be mindful of everything. They'll give you a CCE. That's all it takes. One person say something, the next person agree. There you go. I was watching The Descendants on Netflix. I strongly suggest y'all go check that out. I watched Bigger Than Africa. I strongly suggest y'all watch that. Both of them are very informative films about us and our culture and who we are as people and where we come from and why we're dealing with so much. From the confusions of religions, the mistreatment of just having a complexion, a darker complexion, for the most part, all the way up into our researchers and our good brothers and sisters that's trying to study the continent around the world, all 7 continents, to where I saw something about Turkey supposed to having a oldest landmark in the world. They love to say this, and who was building it and who built it and what was left to see. So it brought me up to speed of when people just have a misunderstanding or a disagreement, somebody want to debate it. Houston in the building, Texas already. Everything big in Texas. So the fourth coast. Texas used to argue the fact that they was the 3rd biggest city in America, which would bump Chicago out the way. So we can't go for that. No can do. We can't go for that. Illinois, baby. You have New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago, as far as the biggest cities. States is really LA, New York, where it's California, New York, Chicago. Illinois. But due to the fact that New York has New York, means that it's a city within a state. So they gave them, well, it's a city within a state, of course, but it's a city named after the state. Oh, they some trickery. They did some funny style with that. Population wise, we do know ain't nobody really doing a real head count on people for real. It's almost impossible, because every time they look around, they say it's every time we look around, they say it's illegal immigrants here, there, everywhere. So that means you ain't counting everybody. Let me see, Houston. People moving from the go, and the black population went down in the go by a lot compared to decades ago. People moving everywhere. People moving out of California. People moving out of New York. They've been moving out of New York, spilling over to New Jersey. New Jersey want them out of there. New Jersey don't want them. They say, stop dumping your garbage over here. New Jersey don't want them. Yeah, so let me think. You got who else? The surrounding areas. Indiana, Michigan, St. Louis, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Kentucky, Nebraska would be all majority of our Midwest states. Okay. So now we double back down on this council culture, and we trying to figure out who run it. Who idea was it? Why was it created? We can all, understand why. The music industry shutting down in 2 weeks. Who had the biggest year 2022 in music that y'all think? How will we determine that? Because the accolades that we supposed to get be faulty. Now they coming out saying labels tweaking the numbers and all this. Um, the end of the year wrapping up, we seeing all these high end brands. Norfolk VA. It was just some news about something in VA, wasn't it? I know y'all had a politician or something. Did he go to Turks and Caicos? Did he went somewhere and they sprayed the car up? Some funny style. VA been having a lot going on lately. They are using bots to get the numbers up. Yeah, they been doing that. I've been told you all that. I said if people was following certain channels because of numbers, you had to be mindful of the bot followers and subscribers. But hey, they didn't want to listen to me. They don't want to listen. It's almost impossible. You got 100 million subscribers, Willie, and you got 100 likes and 15 comments. Something don't be adding up. Because we know everybody like to voice their opinion for the most part. You got some watchers. You got some to be snooping. But for the most part, a lot of people want to leave their opinion. We do know that. So that's why it's like I fall back, then I go live on my channel. I post some, upload some, and I try to upload live from earlier. And the thing that I got to save the videos, it cuts the videos down. So if the video 50 minutes, by the time I post it, it'll show 10 minutes of the video. So I don't know, I might gotta update the app, update it. The phone's crashing out. It's just all, man. I don't know what we got going on. We living in a sign of the times. That's for sure. Sign of the times. So we got DC, Virginia. Who else did we just have in here? DC, Virginia. That's it? DC and Virginia? No, we had New Orleans. Somebody else too. New Orleans tapped in. Virginia, DC. I wanted to get right to it. Oh, DC, y'all had Fat Trail came home. Let's see if he turned back up in the music. They really asking for 16 to 28-year-olds. That's who they limited this music thing down. So if you're over 28, your best bet is just kind of stay independent and interact more with your fan base. Speaking of signs of the times, they had brother went nuts. Oh yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, that was in VA too. VA, what's going on out there? Because I seen a young lady had filmed a guy. Oh, Houston was in here, right? Texas. I seen a young lady had filmed a guy and in Detroit too. I seen a young lady had filmed a guy and he was smiling and all that. Thoughts on that Jerry Jones situation? You know, get him out of here. Cancel culture. Get him out of here. Cancel culture. You know, you can't. You can't. People making some big remarks about that. He never hired a coach that looks like us. How ironic. Things that make you want to go, how ironic. KRS said in the song, why is that? He asked a long time ago, why is that? So overall, our billionaires that we got, everybody ball and let them tell it. Should have been started a team. . 'Cause. 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 No, they didn't. Now LeBron just stepped up, and that's why everybody was so upset with him in the first place when he spoke and went against Kyrie. Like, pump your brakes, player. Don't forget who team you really own, huh? Of course it is. Like, don't forget who team you really own now. They gonna make a believe out you. So I guess all the ridicule he got, he just had a chance to get back at him with the Jerry Jones situation. Like, hey, y'all ain't asked me nothing about him. What's happening? Oh, y'all ain't see that, huh? Oh, that ain't make it to y'all front desk, huh? Kyrie say something, the whole world got something to say. That photo pop up. That photo is a proof. What they asked for, receipts. That photo was proof. You was hanging with this certain group of people. You see how they don't want us to reform ourselves if we go for some odd reason, get locked up. They make you a felon at an early age. They don't never want they want to wait. They wanted to wait 5 years before you can expunge it. You know. So stuff you got to ask yourself. Sharon. Stuff you gotta ask yourself. Why is that? And then they just testing their power to see who's still quick to jump out the window and go against their own. That was just a test. That's all that was. That's all that was. They want to test who's gonna stand behind they guy. And a lot of them expose their hands. That's just like going to trial. Go to trial so you can see who talking. You know who ain't right. Because it's going to come out. It's the point of going to trial. Some get nervous. They don't want you to go to trial. It's going to expose it all. Even when they say CI1, CI2, meaning confidential informant number 1, 2, 3, up to 10, they tell it. So, all the brothers that want to do their council cultures and be a part of this council culture, cancel the league and start our own. Everybody gotta have to get on one accord. Now you're gonna see the true colors when the same endorsers that endorse the NFL, let's see if they endorse our league. And if they don't, it's cool. We know how to move around that. Seem of your own or something. Now you're backtracking. Cancel culture. So we just gonna go into steps. So we was at the music industry, clothing industry, and who else we got? Thanks, Neek. Neek holding it down. Who else we got? We're gonna go into the conscious community. We have in the conscious community. I want to ask y'all, what channels do you watch? Who do you think the most informative for the culture, for the people? And we're gonna take it from there. Who y'all think the most informative? Because I honestly, I don't know everybody channel. You know, some stand out to me. I click. And when I do, I share it with y'all. So that way we can all kind of sort of be like-minded people. Yeah, 7, that's what they do. They start young. Same thing you do with cattle. You burn X's and O's on them. So they do the same with people. Jeanette, I appreciate you, love. I appreciate you. Somebody will get a nice cup of soup. Thanks to you. See, Now that they allow me to do donations and people can donate, I appreciate it. But I also tell the people what I do with the money. A lot of people not gonna tell you that. They just gonna put it in their pocket and keep it moving. But it's cold here in Shylaska. That's what I nicknamed it, Shylaska. So whenever y'all purchase something, whether y'all download a song of mine, a video, give me some streams, anything that I can get paid from an audience, trust and believe I do good deeds with it. If it's more than enough, I'll purchase our people own clothing lines. They say, see, you gotta, when they speak this stuff and say we spend $1 trillion a year, and if we was to keep that money inside of our own culture, we can do big things. I practice what they preach. That's just me, you know. Cuz, what up, though? I sent you about 4 or 5 customers. They wanted some new whips. One sent me a picture, had wound up getting a BMW. So, you see how that go. People call and ask me for advice. I send them and direct them to you, and look what they do. Could have still got that BMW from you. But it's how people be. St. Louis in the building. Say P.O. Box for mail, yeah. But during these times, only mail need to probably be sent is to some brothers and sisters behind the wall. We in the free world. We can talk like this. I don't know what you're mailing or you're sending, but I always look at it like do something for somebody less fortunate. But like I say, you asked for a P.O. box. You said for mail, but I mean, what's the difference? Make home everything. Shoes, cars, clothes, yeah. And we have all that. We have all that. What's your website? If you're on my Instagram, send me the site. I'll check them out. You call them beanies, we say skull caps, but I gotta see what they looking like. And I spread the word. Whatever city you in, I reach out to my people. Support this brother. It ain't about being free, bro. I appreciate the gesture. You're an independent company. I want you to win. So I'm support you. We need a track from you, Bump and Count, and Leoski D. My first ready. I stay ready, so I ain't gotta get ready. I actually just used one of Bump Dre tracks, Move Around. Move Around. I just used that on my cousin. Happy birthday shout out. Harlem Rob, free him. He walking his time down in the feds. But when Bump first came out and I gave him the CD, he loved it. That was his favorite. Yo, cuz, Bump sends it up. Bump, he used to love Bump. Bump sends it up. So it's funny because when I just posted his happy birthday picture, I guess he called home and somebody told him that I posted. So he sent a message. He's so happy, he's frantic. You made his day. So it be the little things, man. Yeah, bro. You tap in. So you gotta think, the people that's out here homeless, y'all stuff that y'all will send me or give me or whatever, it don't go in vain. Like this brother right here, he got some beanies. Could be skull caps or he call them beanies. I go down on Skid Row. Everything ain't for show. So I don't film those type of good deeds that I do, for the record. I actually been doing that my whole life, and I never knew why, but I was always a giving person. How you talk to us like, I like how you talk to us like family that's real trustworthy. Y'all talking to me, so I gotta, you feel me? Like, y'all talking to me. When I remember when y'all used to say, man, bro, we holler at these celebrities and this and that, and they don't respond, and I said, unfollow them, bro. unfollow them. You know, but then I thought about that. I said, now if they got a huge following, millions of people, they not gonna see every comment. So give them a benefit of the doubt. But if you got a page that's manageable, you know what I'm saying? They see it, and then it be depending on what you ask them. True and good spirits. Saigon doing his thing. He started my podcast he got going on. Like I tell him, I support him a million zillion %. But he doing it on Vladimir's page and channel. I won't contribute to that. But I love Saigon to the utmost. He knows that. That ain't even got to be questioned. But not saying he don't stand for something. You know what I'm saying? But like I told him, I have my differences with him. So I'm not going to let him play chess with me and use me vicariously through you. That's not going to happen. And like I told Saigon, we got Hip Hop My Way. You got your own company. You have your own website. Bro, let's build it up from the ground up. Saigon, he be stubborn. Yeah, Joe, but we can say what we want to say. We can say Vlad, he don't get in the way. And when DJs weren't playing my stuff for this and that, Vlad would do this and that. I said, I ain't trying to change your mind. Do what you do. If you feel the need to do so, I say, bro, but on my behalf, all I see the man do is wake up every day posting the most derogatory stuff he can ever post about people that look like us. I'm in disagreement with that. I don't like it. So that's that. I'll decline. But when he want to do a Zoom, what you call that, Facebook Live or Instagram Live, and we save it and put that on our channel, on the channel, with me and him, we can do that all day. I'm with it all day, but I refuse to do it on Homeboy on channel. I'm not, no. But I love my brother, my little brother. I seen sit down he had with Havoc. Yeah, I watched, like I say. I'm going to check him out. I'm going to support him. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm giving that Vic a click or a stream or whatever by watching it, his channel. You know what I'm saying? But that's the trickery in it all. I want Sai to not feel like, I feel like this. If he feel like Homeboy got a certain amount of subscribers, and if he introduced the show on that channel or build his show on that channel, then move on, or like how Flip the Script do, he got his channel and he has multiple what do you call it, you know, them different little segments or whatever that he does, the interrogation room and stuff like that. So I'm telling Sai why we can't do it on Flip channel. That's all I'm saying. Why we can't do it on Flip channel? Who else we got? I say Willie D got over 500,000 subscribers. Why we can't do it on Willie D channel? That's all I'm saying. You feel me? I'm not against working with him or doing whatever. I feel like me, him, and True Life should have been put out some projects once I started rapping, because I was the last one to get to doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just the disagreements, man, holds us up, you know. The imposter you call, bro. Definitely the imposter. I ain't rocking with it. Most of our people eating from it as well. You know, so I just feel like like I told Sai, bro, we've been getting it out the mud our whole life, so why stop now? You know what I'm saying? We'll get more support if we started from the mud and we spread the message, hey, y'all, We have hiphopmyway.com. It's owned and operated by us. We need you guys' support. I don't see y'all not tuning in. I don't see y'all. I should call him. But you know what I noticed? I think when if I call people or something be going on with my YouTube. They don't let it be seen. It's something going on. I don't know if that's a new guideline they got to where you can't do no third party something. I don't really know. But maybe they just tripping with my channel. But it gotta be a way that I gotta start a poll or something that side can see. Look, bro, these amount of people right here said if we start our own channel, they gonna come, they gonna follow us, they gonna support us and show us some love. It's that simple, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. Now, if we gonna get on here and we gonna bring on artists and all that, and we need a location, we got location. We got our own studios, to where split screen, Zoom stuff. Because we know people everywhere, so it's really unfair to only have people that's in the New York and surrounding area, or people in the Chicago and surrounding area on the channel. When we got people on the West Coast and the South, we got people overseas. You know what I'm saying? So I feel for us, what'd be more beneficial would be like a live Zoom chat and let whoever we interviewing at that moment join the live, speak on it, save it, and put it on a channel. That's not hard. That way his life can go, my life can go. We can still do what we do, regardless to where we at, and being on the timing. Same times. We will forever be held up if we don't put same uniforms attend work. Yeah, man, get true life. You bump on the track. Y'all will change the game. I mean, they made it a young man's sport, but I'm not against still working with us. Like I say, the youngsters that's 16 years old and the music that he make, being an elder of his, naturally, it'll make you judgmental because you have more age and wisdom than that young man or woman. So if they 16 and they putting out a certain type of music, as a parent as well, it's going to make you be judgmental to the music. So you can say you support them, but if every song, shoot them up, bang, bang, got the K, all this, and he's 16, you saying, oh, you going down the wrong road. As a parent, as a elder, unless you a foolish elder that don't care, because if they start rapping about this stuff, people gonna start, they peers is gonna emulate it. So so it's it's so many different topics that an artist can speak on, but that violence that we was brought up in America and other places, we have a heavy adrenaline for that. You know what I'm saying? So they feeling like, okay, if this guy was rapping drill and he got millions of dollars and a fan base, we want to do it too. Which is why I sat back and said, okay, we grateful for the backpack rappers as well, because they millionaires too. So I felt like, why or how could we popularize more backpack rappers? Like, how could we make them take over the fame part of it? You know what I'm saying? Um, because believe it or not, if we do that, that would help us shape the world and the culture as well. Because now you got to get back in them books and you got to be talking about something. Because once a person become woke, as they say now, the only thing going to interest us is some thoughtful things, like something we can learn from. We not learning nothing from the genocide music, like we, So even I understand hip hop was a freedom of expression and what we know. And if I'm in the ghetto, all I see is killings and robbings, but we also always had that family that didn't deal drugs, that wasn't shooting and robbing, and they was living there because the rent was affordable, and every check they stacked up for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or whatever until they was able to move. So we do know that much too. So we got to quit narrowing down our minds and our thought process and just only be intrigued by the violence. And it's like you wake up, such and such passed away. You go to sleep, such and such passed away. It's just the negativity standing out more. Then they don't want us to change. You know what I'm saying? Once a savage, always a savage. And now here you 50, 60 years old, still gotta say you a bust and do this and that. Like, man, it's like, we really doomed? Who being shadow banned? Me? I know I've been shadow banned on all my channels. Yeah, we gotta pray for Miami too. And it's kind of unfair, we don't want to blame one, because like I said, because see how that stand out, like you say, real talk, these jits in Miami ain't been the same since Chief Keef came out. And when you think of how Keef was raised, what was around Keef? Music is an art form. Keef painted his picture. Now, things that go on in Miami, the Jits see that and they gonna paint their picture. So that's what it really started turning out to be. Like, once Uncle Luke and them said what they can say, use the freedom of speech and expression, but then all they had to do was put the parental guidance sticker on the CD. Then everybody or NWA was able to express their minds. It made people start saying, okay, I'm gonna speak it how I want to speak it. I'm gonna say it from my way. So then, of course, all major cities that was into the same things, they just done the same things and put their spin on it. Just like, LA, you got to get them the low riders and the hydraulics. That's their culture. You got to give it to them. Houston, pop trunk, the swangers, that's their culture. You got to give it to them. New York, hip hop, that's their culture. Got to give it to them. Chicago, drill, that's our culture. You got to give it to us. So, and if we don't want to go with drill, we got house music. That's our culture. So there we go. So just like you got the good and the bad, the house music would be considered our good, and they gonna deem drill music to be our bad. But it's no difference from watching uh, a scary movie. When you watching Freddy Krueger, Jason, they telling a horror story in a film form. Well, drill music is telling their horror story in music film, but it's still art. And if you listening to it, it can help us as a whole come together and try to fix the issue in the drill culture, if we can. Because see, some might think we don't care that they saying piss on his grave, shoot him up, go to the funeral, blaze it up. But we got to pay close attention to that. Because now, as we seeing in the world, when people saying stuff, they acting it out. So we really got to pay more attention too. You know what I'm saying? Clans, what it do? To free us, those and raise our shades. They saying kick and hit that like button, y'all. So I just like I say, cause the people that's rapping, whatever form, whether it's the conscious community and rap or the drill rap, we might be related to both parties. So if so, just say like with Vic Mensa and Chance the Rapper, I love what they doing. They are in cahoots with an airline to have affordable rates for people to fly at an affordable rate from Chicago to Ghana, or it might start being from everywhere, but I know that they doing that together, and they came together to do that. Now you see the difference of the minds when a Chance the Rapper and a Vic Mensa come together. Now what can happen with that is that they can sit back and say, you know what, we in Chicago, we know the drill rappers in Chicago, and since everybody want to say we rap about drill because that's what we live and what we see every day, bam. So now they can come and say, okay, I'm going to get 3 drill rappers from this side of town, 3 from that one, 3 from that one, 3 from that one. Bam. Now I got 12 of y'all going on a trip to Ghana, to the motherland. You got to think, they artists now. Out of them 12, they all going to probably write about them flying first class for the first time. The experience they had on the plane. As long as it took to get there. When they got there, what they seen, what they boom, boom, boom. See, because now you don't got nobody but yourselves. And now when they go live, some might be shedding tears. Mama, I made it to the motherland. Now they mama crying, they father proud. They can get in their huddle and say, bro, it is crazy. The kids can't play in the park no more because we beefing and bullets flying and this and that. Like it ain't right. We not each other enemy. So see, they'll get a rude awakening, as they say, once we get there. Once you get to the motherland and you see how the people living, you'll be more blessed and more thankful and grateful for what you have here in America. You know what I'm saying? Because they happy. Not saying they content, but they happy in the places of the motherland where it's hut houses. They happy in their hut house. They cooking outside the front. Some cook inside. They hunting every day. You know what I'm saying? So to them it's nothing. They don't see nothing different or wrong, because that's once again, that's what they come up around. That's their story. That's their culture. Now, once you take them from that and say, take them from the bush or the hut homes and take them to a building in a city, because it's for over there, it's really like a choice. You can either stay in the bush, or we gonna come around to every village and let y'all know that we're modernizing the land. So it's housing development. Sometimes they might even have pictures or videos to show them. And you know, people from the bush, they looking like, just picture that's a culture shock. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a shock within itself. You know, like so let me think. So if I've been living in the bush for however many years, and then now you tell me or show me a 3-bedroom apartment, you know, they're gonna have the idea of how to work the toilet, but a lot of the stuff will be foreign to them. Because in a lot of places you use the bathroom or do number two in a hole in the ground. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes if they got a tin can or something, they put that over the hole. But they basically dig a hole in the ground to use the restroom in, do number two. And sometimes they, do number one in it. Or, for males, we just do number one wherever. But because some places is just out in the open. And as of lately, certain places, they kind of build a stall. They build a stall now. Certain places you can see that they didn't build a stall, give you a little privacy like that. But then there's still a lot of places that don't have it at all. And then they pour, I guess, kerosene or gas, kerosene or whatever they find, and they pour down there after so long, and they set fire to it and burn it, fertilize it. I guess that's what they do. I saw that, so that's why I'm speaking on that. And I've done that. I had to use it the same way. So I had to conform to their way of life. So that's why I'm saying, like, it didn't freak me out and all this and that. Because, like I said, we come from the project. So I know, hard times, water's not running and all this. Or when you move out the projects, move into a house or move into an apartment, and you got to pay your own utilities. And this month the lights ain't on, you know what I'm saying? So you got to do everything at the day break, open up the window shades and do everything at that point. The gas might be off, so you got to wait till a week or two when the gas man able to come back out and spark it back up. Or you got to adapt, get you a hot plate. Now you got to cook on the hot plate. But if the electricity out, now you can't use the hot plate. Man, I'm talking about, I got some stories for you now. You know what I'm saying? Which is why, and to be honest, that was forced. That was by force to live like that, because we didn't have to live like that. My mother's father has been dealing in real estate since he was 13 years old. So the man was a real estate guru. But she didn't like handouts. She was too independent. So she felt she gonna work her way up on her own, which she did. I gotta commend her for that. I can't, maybe that's why I'm so independent. I don't care for the handouts. I work and get mine. Just pay me what compensate me. That's be my only thing. So yeah, man. So I salute my mother for that. Then I was able to see the street side of it, to where my father, multi-millionaire from the street. So, I'm not sure I don't know if he had a job probably once or twice in his life that I think I know of. And that really was working for himself as well, but, because he owned some game rooms and stuff like that. So, but, yeah, thinking about that. So, my parents, you know what I'm saying? They was night and day to me, now that I think of it, but they had true, genuine love for each other. They both instilled whatever they can instill in me, and the rest was on my own, you know what I'm saying? Let me get to y'all comments. My bad, I'm over here. I chop it up with y'all, I get. So what are you going to, oh, so when are you going to produce a movie? T, I'm on it right now. 2023. I want to put everything. I had to get my distribution deals in order, which I have now. So put the book gonna come out. I'm gonna get started. And I'm really pissed for real because I wanted my book and film to drop in April of next year. Could I, depending on the teams that I have for both the book and the film, could probably pull it off. A Netflix, you know what I'm saying, doc or something, I could probably pull it off within a short period of time if everybody do what they supposed to do. Because, I mean, I'm helping them out. I'm giving them everything they need to work with. Let's see. I mean, rather it's not Chief Keef's fault, but it influenced these jits a lot. They started being 300 this, 300 that, and started carrying 30s and everything else he was doing. Yeah, we easily influenced. But that's why once we seen that as uncles, big homies, OGs, we had to kind of step in. Listen, what they going through over there, we ain't trying to go through that over here. You know what I'm saying? Let them, hopefully they can get over it. Black Star Line Festival. Whatever happened to TMC from the Gardens and Pistol Pete? Pistol got some music he about to put out. I did one of these lives, stroll down. Pistol on there. I think I played some of his music and Chachi music. Unknown say hit the like button. Let me see. Kanye West is no longer buying. See the company. My grandparents grew up rural areas in the South. I need you to do this. Take this Chicago hip hop intervention. What you mean? That's why I rock with your channel, my G. I haven't done no traveling, but you be moving around. And I learn stuff through watching and listening to you. Appreciate you, B. I'm gonna post some more stuff. You know, like I was asking y'all, what did y'all want to see on the channel? You know, I talk to y'all. Y'all say post travel videos, I post them. Y'all say go live 3 times a week, I done that, you know. I'm gonna give y'all some more views y'all can use in about 3 days. So bear with me. Okay. They've been carrying. Yeah, y'all a gun state, bro. So yeah, y'all a gun state in Florida. So right to carry and all that, y'all. They were saying now I think Georgia, Texas, somewhere, they don't even have to have a license no more to carry. So they know what they got going on. Oh, that gossip gonna go on forever, bro. That gossip they doing, that's gonna go on forever. So hey, you see what I said, content over gossip. And I ain't steered y'all wrong yet. And I ain't gonna hold y'all too longer. I'll get back at y'all soon. This one of my first lives of the 3 that y'all request from me in a week. Damn, so that means, well, my week gonna be 7 days. So if I done one today, which is, what's today? Thursday. I can probably come back tomorrow and I can hit y'all with another one probably Sunday. You know. Salute King, good here, Frank, big on for sure. So much love to y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. I guess I'll find me something to do too. It's still kind of early. Well, it's really dinner time, so we need more live looking Neek. She don't let up, y'all. God dang it. She don't give up. And she the moderator, so she overworking more than me. So okay, Neek. But she bullying me, y'all. Y'all said do 3, and I've been doing that. I be busy too now. But I gotta make time for y'all, whether it's whatever. And I've been trying to get stuff to upload too. And like I say, they've been tripping. If it's a minute long, I try to upload it to here, it'd be 10 minutes. I don't know what they got going on with my channel, man. They tripping. So I ain't forgetting about y'all, you know. And I can't pick and choose what y'all want to see and speak about neither. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. So like I say, bruh just said, come on with the travel videos. Neek say go live. Well, y'all say go live 3 times a week. So I'm on it. I'm on it, y'all. So we speak about everything. Today was about, we were still waiting on answers to see the council culture and who in charge of it. We ain't putting no muzzles on, y'all. We gonna speak our minds around here. So much love, Hotep. Peace to the gods and the earths, the kings and the queens. Capone. I'm gone on, Joan.